Section 2. A trip in America. Useful sentences.
1. I'm going to Central Park. Can you tell me which bus to take? Please tell me the way to the Lincoln Memorial.
2. Let's go to see the castle.
3. What's that building?
4. Please tell me about some interesting places in this city.
5. The Grand Canyon is really worth visiting. What a beautiful view!
6. In the west of Canada, there are the famous Rocky Mountains.
7. Los Angeles is a beautiful city and Hollywood is there too.
8. Look! That's the Statue of Liberty.
9. The Library of Congress is the largest library in the world.
10. In Quebec, you can walk on the old city walls. Useful conversations. 1. Plan a trip to America. I want to plan a trip to America, but I'm not sure where to go.
Well, think about what kind of activities you like.
I'd like to see New York or Los Angeles, but I also really like spending time outdoors.
Maybe start your trip in a big city and then rent a car to go out into the countryside.
Two. Recommendation of visiting Oregon.
I recommend that you visit Oregon when you go to America.
Really? Why is that?
It has stunningly beautiful nature, so you can spend days outdoors. Portland, the biggest city, is fun and a little bit quirky, so there is a lot to do there.
Sounds great. Is it expensive?
No, it has low prices, especially compared to California. There also isn't any sales tax, so you can do all your shopping there.
That sounds wonderful. Where should I go if I like to ski?
Definitely go to Mount Bachelor. You can stay in Bend, which is a beautiful town, and spend all day at the mountains.
I see. I think I'll go in either December or January. Useful paragraph. This life we are living right now is not a practice game. It is the Super Bowl and the World Series and the Olympics all rolled up into one. If you don't feel that way about your life and what you do, you need to do something different or get a new attitude about the things you do now. Your destiny awaits. Today is the day. Section 3. A trip in Asia. Useful sentences.
1. How do you like Singapore? What do you think about Thailand?
2. Hey, it's my first time in Thailand. What would you advise me to see here? Would you please tell me where I can go if I want to see some elephants?
3. It's so beautiful here. Wow, it's amazing.
4. Are there any other resorts in Malaysia?
5. I've been looking forward to go there. I've always wanted to go there.
6. Can you explain the name of it?
7. It's so pleasant to have a walk along the coast.
8. Singapore is an island country. It consists of 63 islands.
9. I'm afraid 3 days won't be enough for you to visit all the places of interest here.
10. There are many stores at the scenic spots, so you can buy some souvenirs. Useful conversations. 1. Travel to China. Are you going to go on that trip to Asia?
Yes, we are going for 3 weeks in July. We decided to take the China tour instead of going to Southeast Asia.
Why is that?
I wanted to see the major cities of China. Plus, I really like Chinese food.
2. Pack for the trip to Southeast Asia.
What should I pack for my trip to Southeast Asia?
Bring a lot of mosquito repellent. I got a lot of mosquito bites while I was there. Also, pack sunscreen.
Good advice. What else?
Bring lightweight clothes that can get dirty. Make sure you have a pair of shoes that are very comfortable to walk in, but easy to take on and off. You have to take your shoes off to go into temples.
I bought some sandals just for that reason. Did you bring a suitcase or a backpack?
A backpack is easier to carry with you if you are walking a lot, but taxis are so cheap that you would be fine bringing a suitcase and driving instead. Useful paragraph.
Sometimes things happen to you that may seem horrible, painful, and unfair at first, but in reflection you find that without overcoming those obstacles, you would have never realized your potential, strength, willpower, or heart.
Section 4. A trip in Africa. Useful sentences.
1. There are many famous resorts in Egypt. There are lots of places worth visiting here in Egypt.
2. The Sphinx has left a deep impression on me.
3. The Great Pyramid is so magnificent.
4. You will have sunburn if you stay in the sun for more than 2 hours.
5. Cairo is the capital of Egypt and it is the biggest city in Africa.
6. The best months to visit Zimbabwe are April to May and August to September.
7. Sun City is a luxury South African casino resort.
8. The Great Pyramid in Egypt is one of the most interesting places I've ever seen.
9. It is a beautiful country. I've never been a beautiful place like this.
10. The pleasant climate and attractive scenery make the country charming. Useful conversations. 1. Go to see the Great Pyramid. Steve and I are going to Egypt next week.
Wow, how exciting! What will you do?
We'll go to see the Great Pyramid. I also want to see the Sphinx. It's well known in the world.
Sure. Have a nice tour.
Two. Visit South Africa.
Gina, you have visited South Africa, haven't you?
Yes, I went there last May.
How do you like it?
I like it very much. It is a beautiful country with modern civilization and primitive natural beauty.
Could you recommend some places for me? I'm going to take a trip to South Africa next month.
Well, you should go to Cape Town. It has been called the most beautiful city of the world.
Wow, I can't wait to visit it. Do you have any other suggestions?
Sun City is a luxury South African casino resort. You may go there.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem. Good luck. Useful paragraph. Make every day count. Appreciate every moment, and take from every event all those truths you can probably manage, for you may never be able to experience it again. Talk with people you have never talked with before, and this time, actually listen. Section 5. A trip in Australia. Useful sentences.
1. One of the most beautiful places to tour in Australia is Tasmania. Sydney Opera House is so magnificent.
2. Australia's national emblem is the kangaroo, along with the cuddly koala bear.
3. Koalas are small bear-like creatures and they live along the east coast of Australia.
4. There are many different species of wildlife in Australia.
5. Sydney is the country's biggest city, which is located at the southeast in Australia.
6. Canberra is the capital city of Australia. Melbourne is the second largest city of Australia.
7. The Great Barrier Reef stretches more than 2,000 kilometers along the Queensland coast.
8. Red kangaroos are the largest type of kangaroo and live in the dry outback regions of Australia.
9. Australia's is a natural tourist attraction with wonderful climate all year round.
10. Excuse me, could you tell me what those are? Useful conversations. 1. Welcome to Australia.
Welcome to Australia!
Wow, thanks. It's so beautiful here.
What do you hope to do while you are here?
I want to see kangaroos and koala bears. I also hope to spend a lot of time at the beach.
Those are all easy to do here. Don't forget to throw a boomerang, too.
2. The East Coast in Australia. Excuse me, could you give me some recommendations of things to do here?
Of course! I'd say you should spend a while on the East Coast. Start in Melbourne and enjoy the big city first. Then head up the coast, stopping along the way at beautiful beaches. I would travel all the way up to Cairns and see the Great Barrier Reef.
That sounds wonderful. How long will that take?
I would give myself at least 2 weeks to do it right.
Perfect. That's how long I'm here.
Of course, if you have any extra time, you may go to Western Australia and see the outback. Tourists love that.
Maybe next time then. Useful paragraph.
When it comes to working hard to achieve a dream, earning a degree, building a business, or any other personal achievement that takes time and commitment, one thing you have to ask yourself is, am I willing to live a few years of my life like many people won't, so I can spend the rest of my life like many people can't?
Section 6. Foreign customs. Useful sentences.
1. The whole family usually get together and have a big dinner on Christmas.
2. What do you do when you meet for the first time? In England, people usually shake hands when they first meet.
3. The kids like Christmas best. In China, children like the Spring Festival best.
4. We used to have a party and give a lot of performances on Halloween.
5. Today is Halloween. The kids are going trick-or-treating.
6. How do you celebrate Christmas?
7. Turkeys are the traditional food for Thanksgiving Day.
8. Merry Christmas! Happy Thanksgiving Day!
9. There are many traditional festivals in the Western countries.
Useful conversations. 1. Researching local customs in Thailand.
Have you been researching local customs in Thailand?
No, not really. Why?
Well, if you are going to visit there, it's good to know what is considered rude, so you don't accidentally offend someone.
Good point. I don't want to get myself into any trouble. I'll start reading about it tonight. Two. The local customs and culture. An important step in preparing to visit overseas is to learn about the customs and culture of the place you will visit.
Why do you need to do that?
It's not only to make sure you don't offend anyone, but also to keep yourself from accidentally getting into trouble. For example, in Singapore, it is illegal to chew gum.
Wow, I had no idea.
Or in Thailand, it is very rude to show anyone the bottom of your feet.
Wow, what else?
In the Middle East, there are very strict rules about what women can and can't do, even foreign ones. If you don't follow them, you could end up in jail. Useful paragraph. When you can learn to appreciate the challenges in both your business and personal life, you find inner strength. Then you are able to bring about an inner peace and spirituality that gives you a good tool for building self-confidence and self-esteem. Chapter 12. Dealing with Problems. Section 1. Getting Lost. Useful sentences.
1. Excuse me, could you tell me how I can get to Central Park?
2. Is there a park nearby?
3. I am sorry to bug you, but do you know where the Crown Hotel is?
4. I am trying to get to the National Zoo. Do you know where that is? Go straight on and you will find it soon.
5. How long does it take to go to Broadway? Go down this street for about 5 minutes.
6. Is it far from here? It's next to the department store.
7. Could you tell me which bus should I take?
8. Where do you want to go? I want to go to the library, but I lost my way.
9. Could you tell me exactly where that is located? I'm not sure of the exact address.
10. Could you show me the way to the Lincoln Memorial? Would you like to take a bus or walk?
11. Are there any landmarks nearby? It's opposite the bus station.
12. Is this the right way to Big Ben? Turn left at the crossroads. You can't miss it. Useful conversations. How to get to the Garden Hotel.
Hello, madam. Can you tell me how to get to the Garden Hotel? I seem to have lost my way.
I am not from around this part of the city, but there is a police station across the street.
Oh, yes. I see it.
I'm sure that they can be of assistance.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. 2. How to get to the nearest subway station. Excuse me, sir. I am afraid I am lost. Can you tell me how to get to the nearest subway station?
You must not be from around here.
Yes. I am on vacation. This is my first time to your beautiful city.
Well, welcome to London.
Thank you.
Now, the nearest subway station is not very far away. Just continue walking down this main street for about 500 meters. Earl's Court Station will be on the left.
You have been very friendly and helpful. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Useful paragraph.
In a world filled with hate, we must still dare to hope. Keep hope alive. In a world filled with anger, we must still dare to comfort. In a world filled with despair, we must still dare to dream. And in a world filled with distrust, we must still dare to believe.